Welcome to this potentially history-defining episode of Regen Rovers. With 5 games left to play in our second season in the Championship, we have a good chance of getting promoted to the promised land of the Premier League. It has been quite a remarkable journey from the 7th tier of English football until this point now. Can we do it? Let me know your thoughts, let me know your predictions in the chat if you're watching this as a YouTube premiere. Thank you for tuning in. If you're just watching this as a regular video, you can let me know your thoughts in the comment section as always. And I don't usually ask for likes, but if you can hit that thumbs up button, regardless of if we go up or not, that would be fabulous. We've only been top for 2 game weeks so far this season, and a few people commenting on the last video, I think a bit unfair, saying we were bottling it. I think that's really unfair because people just seem to use the term bottle job or bottling it or whatever. They just overuse it these days because we're expected to finish bottom. If we were top for the entire season and then finish third, then that's bottling it. I really hope we can get promoted, but I'll be incredibly happy with a chance in the playoffs as well. That would be a magnificent journey. As I said at the end of the last episode, I think West Brom are actually the favourites to go up. They've had a really good run of form. So the 5 history-defining matches to end this season. First up, 10th place Middlesbrough away from home. We've then got 15th place Nottingham Forest at home, 21st place Brentford at home, Hull City in 9th away from home, and then Fulham in 11th away from home. There's some tough games in there, big teams. Fortunately, no teams that are right there at the top. I'm hoping that all these teams are kind of playing for nothing. They'll just be playing in their flip-flops. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? Now, before I forget, I did a poll to name the new stand. Of course, we've increased the capacity of Plumbing Park this season. It's up to over 9,000 people now, and we have a new stand. And the winner of the poll was the Regen Rovers, which was suggested by Jonas Horn. So well done to you. That will be the name of our new stand. Thank you to everyone that voted for me, by the way. That would have been quite nice. A bit embarrassing as well. So we've made the long journey up to the Riverside Stadium in Middlesbrough. Good old Chef drove us up in his coach. Can we do it? Let me know your score predictions, please. I'm not going to lie, I'm just hoping I can reach the end of today's episode. I've had a bit of a viral infection, I think, over the last few days. It's coming and going, that's the thing. And I'm okay right now, but I might not be in like an hour. So I'm really hoping I can get to the end of today's episode without feeling dreadful. Anyway, I have actually made some changes since the last episode tactically. Away from home, I've noticed we've just been really poor. So although I'm playing the 4-4-2 rather than the 4-5-1, which I have played earlier on in the season away from home, I've changed things up a little bit. We're going with a cautious approach. Now the team, I know some of you watch these premieres that may not have watched an episode for a while. So just so you can be reintroduced to the team for those of you that haven't watched an episode for a while, this is the team that will be playing today. Chris Potter at left back, Blackman our other left back. I think he's got 3 red cards this season, which is a bit ridiculous. Cochrane's playing instead of Rutherford. Steve Taylor playing instead of Alan Stevenson, which is a big decision. Flanagan in the middle. Tasakovic is back from injury. He's on the left. And up front, Mark Ball, who hasn't scored in the last 4 games, so he needs to find his form again. And Luna alongside him. The Middlesbrough team, they've got Brewster up front. And they've also got someone called Scorer. Perfect name for a striker. So avenge what happened last time. Like I said, I've made a few changes. I've gone for a cautious mentality. Luna's playing on a deep line forward role. Taylor's playing as a deep line playmaker now, rather than having Stevenson in there. These are the instructions that I have. I've actually got to regroup on rather than counter press. We're not going to focus too much on pushing high up the pitch away from home. We'll do it at home. We'll put pressure on teams at home. But away from home, I think I need to play a little bit safer because our away form is poor. And it's not been great for a lot of the season. And we've only lost 8 games all season. But, yeah, away from home, it's been a bit of a struggle at times as Middlesbrough almost opened the scoring early on here. Having said that, this whole season should have been a struggle, and it hasn't been. We've been magnificent. Free kick, opportunity pass, ball whips it into the box, and Luna smashes home. Their defender just missed the ball completely, and Luna punished him. Passmore whipped a very hopeful looking ball in, Salazar just missed the ball and Luna applied the finish. What a start. But it's a free kick to Middlesbrough now whipped in, and that's... How many penalties have we given away recently? Vitor this time gives away a spot kick. Can Bayliss pull off a miracle and keep this out? Up steps Brewster. He went the right way, but it was just too perfectly in the corner. 19th goal of the season for Brewster. It's 1-1. We've actually dropped to 4th place. West Brom currently up to 2nd. They're the informed team. If I was a better man, I'd say West Brom go up automatically. I'd probably say we're going to finish in the playoffs realistically. Here's Guy. Crossing it in. And it's 2-1 to Middlesbrough. Brewster with another goal. Wow, we need to be better in that second half. Good start to the game. Disappointing since then. We're going to keep it uncautious for the time being. It's not happening. We're going to have to go attacking, aren't we? Right, back to the home tactic. But we'll put it on attacking. Get stuck in. Going to push Cochrane and Tusakovic. In fact, I'll probably bring Cochrane off. He's not had a good game. Rutherford's coming on. It's not happening for Mark Ball. I'm going to play him as a poacher, which has always been his preferred role, but he's always done magnificently well as the advanced forward. On comes Bilbo, and Ryan Curtis is coming on for Mark Ball. We'll go very attacking. Oh, this is disappointing. Oh, we're going to get another... Vitor, is he getting sent off? He's given away a penalty and he's got sent off today. I'm going to have to do this for the last few minutes, I think. Just a few minutes to go. This could get a little bit upsetting because we're down to 10 men. And Passmall's playing at centre-back with Rutherford at right-back. All out of position. They've been the better team. I mean, my decision to change things up away from home didn't work. We've still lost, haven't we? Unless we can pull off a miracle. Here's Luna to Tusakovic. Tries to feed it through to Luna. He's managed to do it. Luna's through. Hitting the post. Unlucky. First clear-cut chance of the game, though. And if we were to get a point today, I think he needed to stick that home, didn't he? Or maybe not. Nope, Luna heads over. Luna's done alright, I suppose. Maybe one more chance. Here's Bilbo. Bilbo! Tusakovic offside. The football manager gods are not smiling on us today. Bayliss, by the way, was up for that. He keeps going up when I've got it on very attack. I've not even got it on very attacking, actually. Where is he? Why is Bayliss there? It's his eccentricity, isn't it? Okoro never went up for these sorts of things. But because Bayliss has, 18 on eccentricity, he goes up for corners and throw-ins when there's a chance to grab a point or something. But we have lost today's first game. It's not a good start. I still refuse to say we're bottling it though. Well, let's hope we see an improvement today. Nottingham Forest have made their way down south to Winchester to take us on at Plumbing Park. I'm sure lots of you have been thinking Perry Miles needs to be in this team. If we compare him to the rest of our midfielders, he's not great looking at his attributes. But remember the end of the last season? Incredible scenes, 2 fantastic goals. So I'm going to put him on the bench instead of Alan Stevenson for this one. We're going to go attacking from the start. Lucas Long has come into the team. Blackman has come into the team because Chris Potter is unfortunately injured for the rest of the season. Well, 4 to 7 weeks. So I don't think he's going to be back. And Vitor suspended for this one, of course. Wish me luck. This is huge. This Forest team don't have much to play for. I think they're safe. But they're in mid-table no man's land. But we can't underestimate them, that's for sure. You get to see, look, the Okoro Roar there. Strangely, it houses the away fans, but it's still nice to have a stand named after our legendary goalkeeper, and he's still our club captain, is David Okoro. Mark Ball is the captain on the pitch, he's our vice-captain. So he's been the captain this season, really, as Okoro hasn't played. Let's take the game to Forest. Come on, lads, let's do this. Let's go attacking from the start, smash them. Let's do this. We've dropped to 5th, by the way. It's very tight at the top of the table. But as it stands, we are just below Reading. So, yeah, we have been disappointing lately. Mark Ball's been disappointing. Hopefully he can liven up a bit today. Here come Forest with Pope down the left, crossing it in. Headed away by Blackman, and now Taylor clears as far as... trying to find Luna, but he can't find him. Maybe I should be playing him as a deep line forward with this tactic as well. Here's Fisher to Shaw. Into Pope. This looks fairly dangerous. Jefferson. What a goal that would have been. And it's been disappointing so far. I'm tempted to bring Perry Miles off the bench at half time. Couple minutes till half time. Passmore to Taylor. The throw-ins. I say it so many times, but the throw-ins are just dreadful. Here's Flanagan. Into Taylor. Knocking it over the top for Luna to run onto. Come on, Luna. Luna saved. First clear-cut chance of the game falls to our online striker. Can't find the back of the net, though. And this corner has faded away. But we've got a long throw opportunity here. Right at the end of the first half. Passwell crosses it in. Here's Taylor. To Flanagan. Into Cochrane. To Mark Bull. Back to Cochrane. Into Luna. Wide. I'm doing it. I'm bringing on Perry Miles for Flanagan. And Rutherford on for Cochrane. Couple changes. Got to be drastic sometimes. As it stands, we are 5 points behind first place Bolton. 4 points behind second place West Brom. It's just fizzling away, isn't it? This automatic promotion opportunity. 2 strikers again. I mean, what has happened to Mark Ball all of a sudden? I just don't understand. It's really strange. Unstoppable striker until about 4 games ago. And he's just completely gone off the boil. We're going to knock it long to him. We're going to give him every chance. We're just going to smash it up the pitch. We're going to whip some crosses into him. And let's focus down the wings. What I meant to do was actually make Perry Miles an attacking central midfielder. Run at defence. Throwing opportunity. Passmore. Long throw into the box. Luna. It's headed away as far as Perry Miles. What can he do? It's into Taylor. Taylor. That is poor from Taylor. It's just giving the ball away. And what is that defending? Shaw's through. Shaw. Brilliant save by Bayliss. And then a fantastic block in the end by Long. One last throw of the dice. Stephen Taylor coming off for Gregor Bilbo. Just smash it up the pitch, lads. Come on. Just do something, please. Oh, what a frustrating game. What a frustrating game of football. What has happened to our strikers? Yeah. I don't know. At least we got a clean sheet in this one. That's encouraging, I suppose. Match number 3 then. Brentford have made their way down to Plumbing Park. Let's hope we can get a win. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose this game against Brentford. Firstly, we're in dreadful form. But secondly, they're only 1 point above the relegation zone, fighting for their lives. And we tend to be pretty poor against the bottom teams. It's just a rule with us, unfortunately. By the way, Mark Ball, still 2 goals ahead of Tail somehow, but his average rating has dipped lately. Still got the highest average rating in the league, but it was at 7.5 or something until 5 games ago. Or 6 games ago. And I've dropped him. He's on the bench. I've made a brave call. Curtis has come into the team. I'm actually going to bring Alan Stevenson in for Taylor as well and play him as a defensive central midfielder. Adam Pearce is dead, so Vitor's going to come in. Passmore, should he stay at right back? I'm gonna put him out for Jimmy Hoare actually. Few changes. I know defensively we were fine, but one of them, I could have sworn I stopped Adam Pearce from playing for the under-23s, but he seems to have started playing for them again. That's really annoying. I've just realised I'm still playing Cochrane when maybe I should be playing Rutherford. Cochrane's not really done much lately when he has played. Let's have a look at this Brentford team then. I would say that the quality of the players is certainly below other teams that we've faced. But that doesn't mean anything, does it? That probably means they're going to punish us. Josh Cullen in central midfield, he's their captain. Big opportunity for Ryan Curtis to shine. I think putting Ball on the bench is a good decision. He can hopefully come off the bench and be a bit of a super sub if needed and just regain his form that way. But starting him, it's just not working. Nothing's happening for him. Corner. Early corner for us. Tasakovic into Hoare. Crosses it to the edge of the box. Headed away. This just is really frustrating. Here they come. Look at this. Counter-attack from our corner. Tavernier back to Beck. What's he going to do? Oh, Cochrane's done really well though. Well done, Cochrane. He was obviously listening to my doubts. And look at him go. What a run from Cochrane. He's been tackled in the end, but Flanagan puts it out wide to Tasakovic. Tasakovic crosses it in, and it's over everyone, and Cochrane scores. It's his first goal of the season, and that could be a massive goal. Our young winger who almost left in the summer after I had a very decent bid for him of £2.2 million from Cardiff, but he refused to leave. And he's come in the last 3 games, did nothing in the last 2 games, but that is a huge guy. And it was all down to his tackle and leading the charge up the pitch. Brilliance from Stuart Cochrane. That's a great start. We needed that early goal, didn't we? Here's Luna round the back. Luna's through. Luna! Another clear-cut chance, saved by the goalkeeper. Leaving it on attacking for the time being. We need to get a second goal. Wow, great start to the game, but it's all quietened down a bit now. Tempted to just leave it. I know having it on attacking, they're likely to try and hit us on the break, but it's just been such a boring game. I'm actually going to bring Mark Ball on for Luna. See if he can get a goal finally. 8 minutes to go. Brentford finally doing something here on the attack. If they score, then I'm going to be thinking, oh, I wish I'd gone defensive. But, I don't know. You go defensive and you can see, then you think, oh, I wish I'd left it on attacking. Oh, what an effort onto the crossbar. Bayliss slams it up the pitch, looking for one of our strikers. Stevenson into Curtis. That's knocked clear. Oh, our high defensive line let us down there. Blair's through, off the crossbar again. Just brought Passmore on for the last couple minutes. Just injury time to play. Can we hang on? Here's Curtis. Curtis to Tasakovic. Crosses it in. Chance for Cochrane again. He gets his second. Wow, that is confirmed victory, surely. 3 points. 3 valuable points for us. Thank goodness for that. Let's have a look at this. Curtis involved. Tasakovic involved again. In fact, did Tasakovic assist the first goal? I believe he did. Yeah, 2 assists for Tasakovic and 2 goals for Cochrane. Lovely. I think all of our rivals have managed to win today, but we keep the pressure up on them anyway, don't we? That's the main thing, and it's good to finally get a win. It was comfortable as well. I mean, statistically, Brentford the better team, but we didn't actually see them do much, did we? That's pleasing, really pleasing. Mark Ball still hasn't scored though. I don't know what's going on with him. I know he brought him off the bench today, but it is very strange what's happening to him. And we have officially confirmed a playoff place, which is magnificent for us. We're now 3 points off second place Southampton. They have a much stronger goal difference, so 5 points off Topspot Bolton. I don't think we're going to be winning the Championship. 2 games to go. You know, it would be an absolute miracle if we managed to win the Championship. But second place is possible. It is unlikely, but it is possible, isn't it? Mark Ball's recent poor form has made me think, I suppose, about player of the season, but I think it'd still clearly be player of the season. Look at the average rating. Him and Luna, well, Legnoragu at the top there. Mark Ball and Luna clearly have, and Kurt, I mean, our strikers. Agu has done very well in his 4 games. They've all been in the Hampshire Senior Cup, I think, maybe 1 sub-appearance in the league. But the strikers, this tactic certainly gets the best out of those players, doesn't it? Because Tasakovic has had a good season, but I wouldn't say he's player of the season. Bayliss has had a good first season in goal for us, but his average rating, after a very good start, has dropped a bit, and it's probably not that much different to Okore's average rating in recent years. So yeah, I mean, it's going to either be Ball or Luna, I think, for player of the season. Unless we drop into the playoffs, maybe Ryan Curtis is the hero of the hour, and maybe he could win that award, even though he hasn't played a huge amount of football this season. Anything's possible. But if the season was to end today, Mark Ball would be player of the season again. But there's still 2 league matches to play and possibly the playoffs, so it could all change. This is pretty hilarious. Look at that discipline record. 94 yellow cards and 5 red cards this season. I think Blackburn's picked up 3 of the red cards. So for the penultimate match of this season, or the regular season, we're heading up to Hull City. They're in 7th place, looking to scrape into the playoffs, so this could be a very tough match. Southampton have slipped up. They drew against Preston, meaning they're only 4 points ahead of us. We've got those 2 games to play. They've only got 1 left to play. If we can win today, going into that last match, only 1 point behind them, or I mean, it could be 2 behind West Brom if they win today, but there's a chance here. However, if we do lose against Hull, it's surely all over. But the chances of them actually getting into the playoffs is quite slim, because the goal difference between them and Bristol Rovers is fairly big. Plus, they have to win both their games and hope Bristol Rovers lose both their games. So I'm hoping that they just don't turn up, but my assistant was suggesting I should play very defensive football against Hull. I've not played very defensive football at all in the whole in the whole history of Regen Rovers. We occasionally go very defensive, don't we, if we're clinging on, but that's it. Now, I've got a couple one enforced change. Hoare, unfortunately, is injured for 3 to 7 weeks, so Passmore is coming back in for him, and I've actually brought Mark Ball in for Luna. which you might be surprised by, but I'm just desperate for Mark Ball to get that 30th goal this season, which I think he deserves. He's been that elusive 30th goal. He's going to be playing up alongside his old friend Curtis. We'll see if that strike partnership works today. Oh, they're going with a 4-3-3. They're going for this, aren't they? But we're going for it as well. I'm keeping on attacking. I'm not going to try that away tactic again. It just didn't work. They've got some good players of Hull. They must do. They're up in 7th place. Largely regens as well. Actually, the captain in the middle was Luke Collins. What should we say? Let's go for that one. That seemed to work in the last match. Well, this is confusing. This is a kit clash, surely. Look at that. It's far too close. This is just wrong. Why aren't we wearing the away shirt? Doesn't make any sense. Realistically, you have to win today to have any chance, as Flanagan's already picked up a knock, which is annoying. Bilbo or Perry Miles to come off the bench. Tempting to do it. Just go with Perry Miles. Do you think? Why not? Let's see what he can do today. Go for an attacking central midfielder. Free kick to Sakovic to Blackman. Crosses it in. Oh! Stevenson! What happened there? That was bizarre, but I'm not complaining. We're 1-0 up. With our first shot of the game as well to Sakovic. Into Blackman, who crossed it in. It took a deflection. The keeper just somehow, I don't know what he was doing. I suppose he was just confused. It almost went over the line, the initial sort of Blackman cross, I think. Well, that was a boring first half, apart from that. We're 1-0 up. There's not many highlights today. It's not really a Regen Rovers-esque episode because we're so used to crazy games, especially at the end of the season, I find. I'm gonna try and hit them on the counter now. Just bring back the defensive line a bit. We're 1-0 up. We've done literally nothing apart from that one highlight. They've apparently had 2 half chances, which we haven't seen. Cochrane attacking early on in the second half, winning a corner. Did really well there. Here's Hull, 49 minutes on the clock, looking to get back into it. We're looking to try and counter, of course, now. It's a great ball out wide. I don't know why we didn't have anyone closing it down, as that's fired just over the bar. We're still in the mix as it stands. Look at this, we're actually still in the mix to be champions as well. It's been such a tight end of the season. Really has. And that corner is... Can it be cleared? We've won a free kick. We're just holding on here, aren't we? Passmore into Cochrane. Knocks it long, looking for Mark Ball, who can't win that. He's not really known for his aerial ability. Passmore heads that away. Collins to Purble. Back to Collins, out wide to Gallagher. Gallagher looking to cross. He does. Bayliss comes for it. I'm nervous now because it really is tight, isn't it? There's a chance here. Ah, no. Oh, that's cleared. Now, come on, Mark Ball. We've hardly seen him do anything for about a month and a half. Cochrane, can he feed it through? He does. Here's Mark Ball. Mark Ball. Oh, this is it. That is it. It's his 30th goal of the season. And he comes alive when we need him most. Mark Ball, a Regen Rovers legend, our all-time top goal scorer. Oh, yes. I live for Mark Ball. I really do. I live for him. Ah, brilliant as well. Absolutely brilliant from him. That burst of pace. I just don't know what happened to him over the last few games. Maybe he was just in a dark cloud, a bit of depression or something. We don't know. But he's finally done it. He's come back and he scores a massive, massive goal. And now we need to just hold on. I'm going to actually go to the 4-5-1. We're going to bring Curtis off and throw on Bilbo, who will go there. Stevenson will drop into the anchorman role, and we are just going to hang on for this. Still in 4th as it stands. It's so tight, it really is. 6 minutes to play. Can we hang on here? Here's Uda for Hull City. Long does well. He's really out of position though with the centre-back. Trying to get back. Long range effort. Bayliss tips that behind. They've had 20 shots to our 9 in this game. But we've had more chance. We've had the one clear-cut chance, haven't we? I don't know what that was. But, oh, bouncing around. We managed to escape there. Just a few minutes to go. It's strange, really. It's kind of been a little bit of an anticlimax today. Because we got off to such a bad start to today's episode. If we'd got, a win in that first match, we'd be top of the table right now. We've not played particularly well at all, have we? Last episode, Cochrane scored probably from really our only 2 chances in the game. Today, likewise, it's not been fluid football from us. We've not played that well. But this is a game. These are the sorts of results that you get when you're at the top of the table. You're struggling, but you still win. It's a good sign, isn't it? It's a good sign. With one match to go, there's still a chance. There's still a chance, unless things change in the last few seconds in the other games, there's still a chance we could actually win the championship. It's still highly likely we're going to finish in the playoffs. There's 4 teams vying for those 2 automatic places. It's very tight, and we're in the weaker position out of them all. But there is a chance, isn't there? And these 2 wins that we've got, 2 solid 2-0 wins, fantastic. Really fantastic. And I'm so pleased for Mark Ball. That was a huge goal for him and for the club. We've been picking up quite a few injuries lately. Vitor is out for the last game, and if we do play in those playoffs, he's not going to be around. Bilbo's picked up a little bit of a knock. Flanagan, he might not be able to feature in the last day. We'll see how he is on Saturday. Wes Honor, bit of a knock, and Sampson in the under-23s picked up a 3-month injury. He's still here, good old Sampson. Since losing his hair, he's not been himself. He's lost his strength, hasn't he? So for the last match of the regular season, we've driven up to London to take on Fulham. It's going to be very tough to get promoted in more ways than one, because we have never beaten Fulham. They've beaten us 3 times and we've drawn against them once. And the other reason it's going to be tough is because we are in 4th place. We're 2 points off the automatic places. I did say West Brom would go up automatically, didn't I? And at the moment, my prediction looks like it's going to come true, but it's not quite over the line for them yet. Like I said, 2 points in it, 4-horse race. It's gone down to the wire. Are we going to see a famous Regen Rovers match where someone, an unexpected hero, appears and scores a banger and sends us up to the promised land of the Premier League? Are we going to have a Dr. Jones-esque moment for those of you that watched the first ever series? A last gasp goal. I hope so. I hope it's going to be dramatic. But in all likelihood, we're going to slip into those playoffs. But having won the last 2 games, we've got to fancy our chances of doing okay. But, you know, our decent form could end today against Fulham, of course. So a few injury problems for us. Hall, Vitor and Potter all miss out. This is the lineup then. The potentially famous lineup that can send us up to the Premier League. Bayliss, Passmore. We're going with Long and Pearce as our centre-back partnership, because Elliot Dix has just played for the under-23s, as has Wes Honor. So both of them on the bench, but they're tired. Blackman at left-back. Cochrane, Stevenson, Flanagan. He's fine. He's back for this game. Tusakovic on the left. Mark Ball and Luna up front. This is huge. This is momentous. Can we do it? We're asking for a lot of help from other teams. All we can do is go out and beat Fulham. Let's have a look at this Fulham team then. I'm surprised they didn't do better this season. I think they're predicted to finish towards the top. But this chap, Ben Jacobs, looks really good actually. Dutch player. Yeah, some good players in this Fulham team though. This is going to be... Why are there... Wait a second. They've got a Brazilian international. He's only made 2 appearances, but still, they've got a Brazilian international. How on earth are they in mid-table? We owe Fulham after what happened last time. That's motivated them. We'll go in attack, and we're doing what we did against Hull City. Out we step onto this Craven Cottage pitch. I'm excited, I'm nervous, all sorts of emotions going on. I'm pretty relieved that at the moment, I'm fine, illness-wise, I've not collapsed. Here's an early chance for us. Here's Flanagan, into Cochrane, crossing it in. Stevenson just heads over the bar. You're probably wondering the matches, the crucial matches for us. So Southampton are playing Stoke, who are down in 15th. Bolton are playing West Brom. I didn't realise that. So basically, if they draw, we'd need to win by... Actually, if they draw and we win, we'd go above Bolton. We're then relying on Southampton slipping up. If we won like 3-0, then we'd go above West Brom. This is actually really possible. That is massive. Bolton versus West Brom, the top 2 playing each other. That helps us. That does help us that 2 of them are taking on each other. But we've got to do our job. 21 minutes in. Not much happening in this game. It has been a fairly quiet episode in terms of highlights though, hasn't it? Here come Fulham. Bristow crossing it in. Easily defended. They didn't have anyone up, did they? It was very strange. Flanagan now, taking his time into Stevenson. Stevenson back to Flanagan. Knocks it into the path of Luna. Feeds it through to Mark Ball. That's blocked, but Cochrane should pick that up. He does. It's into Flanagan. Finds Passmore with a good pass. Passmore crosses it in. Luna onto the crossbar and then smashes it in for his 25th goal of the season. Huge goal from Luna. That could be the goal that sends us up. It was nice play, actually. It was fairly patient build-up from us, but then Passmore with a really good cross. And at the first attempt, he's a bit unlucky, really, but then he just volleyed it in off the crossbar there. Oh, look how close it is as it stands. Southampton are winning. Oh, if we score another goal, do we go above? We might go above West Brom on goals scored. Oh, it's so tight. It is so ridiculously tight. We need to keep attacking because we need to score more goals. Here's Bristow round the back. And that's tipped behind by Bayliss. Once again, no support from his Fulham teammates. It's quite bizarre from them, really. But they've won a corner, which is whipped in, and that's headed in. Massive blow. Weird. That was weird defending because we had 4 players there, and not one of them stopped cross. Half time, 1-1. It's okay, but we need to be winning. Going to bring Rutherford on for Cochrane. He had his one moment of glory, didn't he, with those 2 goals? And I'm going to push him forward. Tempted to bring Stevenson off as well. Going to bring on Bilbo as a deep line playmaker. Right. Massive second half for Regen Rovers. It's been a quiet game. 0 clear-cut chances and half chances for both teams. Corner to Fulham. This is where we were let down previously, and it's happened again. Jason Cross. What is happening with the defensive corners? Absolutely nothing. That's what's happening. Well, I think it's all over for us now, guys. We need an absolute miracle to turn this around, don't we? Just wasn't to be in the end. So close. It's not over, I suppose. I'm being a bit pessimistic. Here's Blackman crossing it in. Luna heads on, and it's in from Mark Ball. We're back in this. 2-2. Scrambled it over the line with a slide tackle, basically, didn't he? Blackman with the long throw. Well, not long throw, sorry, a normal throw. Flanagan back to Blackman, crossed it, and Luna headed it on. It bounced off the goalkeeper and the crossbar. The goalkeeper was looking in the completely wrong direction, and Ball slid it home. Free kick to Fulham. Cold. Oh, Bayliss, really good save in the end, tipping that round the post. Jacobs, not another goal. This time long heads away. That time we're able to defend. Jacobs again. Tsakovic intercepts. There's 15 minutes to go. As it stands, we need to score about 2 goals. If we score another, if we win this game, we will finish above Bolton as it stands. But to finish above West Brom, we need to score 2 goals and win 4-2. And Southampton aren't going to lose this. They're not going to slip up. They're winning 2-0. So we have to score 2 goals, I think, to finish second right now. And I just can't see that happening, can you? We need a Regen Rovers miracle of all miracles. And if Bolton or West Brom score right now, then, that's it all over as well. Do we bring him on? Let's do it. Perry Miles can be the hero. As it stands, we are heading for the playoffs, which is a magnificent achievement. It really is. We're going to get stuck in. It's not happening. It's not happening. Just changing things up a little bit for these last few minutes. The lowest we can finish is 4th, even if we lose this game. We just have to do this. Come on. Come on, lads. No. There's a highlight. But it's for Fulham. Here's Niam. Running at our sort of non-existent defence at this stage. Bilbo does well to intercept, plays it back to Bayliss, who clears up the pitch. Can't find anyone. We're just going to let Fulham run through here, I think. That's the problem with playing on very attacking. And this is a chance. Oh, offside. I'm feeling fairly positive going into the playoffs. And it's about to be confirmed. This will be the last kick of the game, I think. Passmore crosses it in. Headed away. I'm kind of glad we didn't win 3-2, because imagine him winning 3-2, finishing ahead of Bolton and finishing behind West Brom by 1 goal or something on goal difference. That would have been a kick in the balls. However, if we hadn't conceded 2 corners, I think we'd have got promoted here with a 2-0 win. So that's a little bit frustrating, but there's lots of what-ifs moments, aren't there, in life. In Football Manager particularly. I've got to be pleased with it, lads, haven't I? I've got to be Got to be positive and pleased with them. And like I said, going into the playoffs, we're in form. I think we've won we're unbeaten in the last 4. Got off to a bad start in today's episode, but since then a 0-0 draw, 2-0 win, 2-0 win, 2-2 draw. It's not bad. It's not bad. And we're going to be taking on Bristol Rovers in the playoff semi-finals, which I think is winnable. Any game's winnable for Regen Rovers. But yeah, Southampton and West Brom end up going up. My prediction about West Brom getting promoted was correct. Bolton pretty unlucky to miss out in the end. But yeah, I mean, that could be the playoff final for us. Brentford, Cardiff and Sunderland relegated. An interesting episode. Not a huge amount of drama, considering Regen Rovers episodes generally have a lot of dramas, particularly ones at the end of the season. It went down to the wire in the end, but it never quite felt like, although we still had a chance going into those last few minutes getting promoted if we'd scored 2 more goals, it never felt close enough. It never quite felt like, yes, we actually had a chance. But in theory we did. And it was a good chance, and we just couldn't quite take it in the end. The next episode will be the playoff semi-final. I'm going to play 2 matches. Do you want it to be a premiere, or should I just upload it as a regular episode? Of course, the playoff final, if we get there, that would be a premiere. Let me know if you're still around. Do you want both of them to be premieres? Semi-finals to be a premiere? Well, that's if we get through the semi-final. We might not. We might crash out to Bristol Rovers, of course. But yeah, thank you for watching. It's been an incredible season, and we get to continue this incredible season in the playoffs. Until next time, enjoy FM19, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you very soon.